When Travis Kelce initially mentioned popping the question to Taylor Swift on Tuesday, March 11th, Jason Kelce broke down in tears. When Jason Kelce heard his younger brother Travis Kelce discuss proposing to Taylor Swift on the podcast for the first time, he became extremely upset and lost control of his emotions. Sitting in the studio wearing a backward hat and a graphic hoodie, Travis Kelce had a big smile on his face and appeared to be quite happy as he discussed the significant event in his life. As he recalled the significant occasion with one of the world's most well-known musicians, Taylor Swift, he was unable to contain his happiness. "All right, Travis, tell me the truth," Jason said. "What was the cost of that ring?" With a proud smile, Travis said, "How do I put it? For her, it was worthwhile." "Oh," Jason exclaimed. "What? What is the diamond's size? Which style is it?" "You know, I spent a lot of time choosing this ring," said Travis, grinning as he looked down after making an odd head-scratching motion. "In addition to being lovely, I wanted it to mean something to Taylor." For a few period, Jason remained silent, his eyes slowly growing more serious as he realized how emotional his brother was. Jason remarked, "So, what's so special about it?" in a whispered voice. With a little smile and sparkling eyes, Travis said, "I decided on an antique diamond since Taylor adores traditional items with a backstory. Additionally, I inscribed a little sim inside the ring, which only the two of us could decipher." After giving Travis a long look, Jason inhaled deeply. He blinked several times as though he was attempting to contain his tears. "Damn, it's definitely a NT, right?" Jason said, his voice choking and he unable to finish. Travis chuckled, but his smile saddened as he saw how emotional his brother was. "This should have a worthy ending," Travis remarked. "She's so sincere, Taylor, and I can't disappoint her." Jason placed his hand on the bridge of his nose and lowered his head in an attempt to relax. He looked up a moment later, pride shining in his eyes. "Oh, that's great," Jason remarked in a shaky voice. "Well done. I've been waiting all this time for that. Finally, it has come to pass." For a minute, neither of them spoke. Jason slapped his palms on the table to rapidly restore his control. "Okay, so now we're going to let Taylor write a song about that ring," Jason exclaimed, wiping his eyes and grinning mischievously. With a laugh, Travis remarked, "Who knows? She will surely not like this, Taylor." The two Kelce brothers then burst out laughing. "Hey, Travis, I heard you had a really special experience in the studio recently, right?" Travis chuckled uncomfortably as Jason said this with a cunning smirk. "Oh my God, absolutely not. How were you aware of that?" Travis looked perplexed and scratched his head. Jason's eyebrows shot up in amusement at once. "So that's true. Tell me you didn't rap on Taylor's most recent album." Travis shook his head and chuckled, saying, No, I didn't believe Taylor intended for that to occur. However, perhaps I did. Somewhat, in a sense." Jason was even more intrigued by Travis's ambiguous statement. "What does a little mean to you? What part do you play in Taylor's next record, then?" Travis chuckled without giving away too much, saying, "Oh, this is actually a secret. You and the crowd will recognize a very, very familiar tone in my matches once the record is published. I swear, if Taylor lets you be a backup singer or read lyrics on the album, I will go crazy." Jason's first reaction was that of a devoted admirer. Excited, Travis said, "All right, guys. I am aware that you have been anticipating this news. In addition to meeting with the members of the record production team, I got to go into the studio with Taylor." Jason's eyes widened instantly. With a loud laugh, he sat back in his chair and said, "Oh no, it's unbelievable that it's true. Travis, could you elaborate?" Travis shook his head and chuckled, saying, No. I simply watched her write and record while standing outside. It's crazy, I must say. You know, Taylor is a genius. Everything about her writing, including the arrangement of each melody and drum beat, is so well thought out." "So, have you tried singing, or are you just standing there admiring like a crazy fan?" Jason asked, laughing even harder and slamming his hand on the table. With an air of wonder, Travis shrugged and said, "You know, I may have tried a couple of lines." Oh my God, don't tell me there's a song called Travis Kelce, Taylor's version, exclaimed Jason, leaping out of his chair. Fans took note of Travis's older brother Jason Kelce's response, though, as he has always been regarded as a powerful and somewhat hilarious figure. Jason tried to remain composed when his younger brother talked about his love, but his eyes eventually became red. Jason put his hands on his face in an attempt to contain his tears during an emotional occasion. Jason Kelce has always been Travis's close friend and mentor, more than just a brother. Travis Kelce, a tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs, announced last week that he will definitely be playing in the NFL again next season after briefly considering retirement. As Kelce gets ready for what might be his last season with the team, a well-known NFL insider has given him a rather clear warning about what to anticipate. Throughout the 2024 season, Kelce, who is currently in a well-publicized relationship with pop sensation Taylor Swift, struggled terribly as his numbers dropped sharply in almost every receiving metric. He did, however, express his belief that he is still capable of playing at a high level on a recent episode of his New Heights podcast. He also acknowledged that he didn't play up to par during the season and said he wasn't pleased with the outcome, which saw his team lose badly to the Philadelphia Eagles in Super Bowl 59. I still feel like I can play at a high level and possibly at a higher level than I did last year, Kelce stated during the show. It wasn't my best excursion, in my opinion. You know, if you look at my record and how I've been in previous years, I believe I let my teammates down far more times than I helped them. I want to give it a good run, you know? I felt guilty about how I concluded the year, how good I was playing, and how responsible I was to those around me. NFL insider Mike Florio of Pro Football Talk expressed some discomfort over those remarks and gave Kelce a rather straightforward warning. Kelce was cautioned by Florio. You can't engineer your exit. Next year's exit might turn out to be worse rather than better. Few men can claim to have gone out with a Super Bowl game. Travis, Kelce is likely to leave after this season with a record that is significantly less than a Super Bowl defeat. Kelce said he had a bad taste in his mouth after the Eagles' defeat, but Florio hoped he wasn't going back with the intention of playing in the Super Bowl the following year. I hope he doesn't come back thinking, all right, we'll just go back to the Super Bowl and win it next year, said Florio. No one is guaranteed the storybook finish because it rarely happens, even Tom Brady. Florio continued by pointing out that Brady's career ended in the first-round loss to the Dallas Cowboys in 2022, the year he returned to the NFL for one more season with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Whether Kelce and the Chiefs return to the Super Bowl the following season will be up in the air. However, as Florio notes, there's a very real possibility that he will come to regret his choice to go back. A video of the haircut was uploaded to the hairstylist's Instagram account on Sunday. The stylist has been working with Kelce for years. Catching up with my brother Akila Trav is always enjoyable. Family, I'm glad you're running it again next season. You're definitely among the greatest tight ends to have ever played the game, Garcia captioned the photo. Chiefs supporters praised Kelce's due in the comments section of Garcia's Instagram photo. Yes, glad he's keeping it long, one person commented. Another MVP-worthy look right here, another said, while a third gushed, hot as hell. Unlike BFF Patrick Mahomes, it appears that Kelce isn't making any big moves in the looks department. After the team's monumental Super Bowl 59 loss last month, the quarterback debuted a switch from his mohawk style and almost went even more dramatic. The quarterback's barber stated that he felt like chopping it all off, but after talking it through, elected to merely ditch the length instead. Meanwhile, Kelce, whose signature appearance used to have a fade and full beard, started to grow out his hair and mustache last summer, and Mahomes even given the credit to girlfriend Taylor Swift. I've been trying to get him to grow his hair out, and all of a sudden Taylor gets him to do it, Mahomes stated in August. The athlete's hair has been a topic of attention as of late. Just a few days ago, brother Jason Kelce compared his own thin hair to his brother's luxuriant locks on their New Heights podcast. Look at that hair, Jason exclaimed after goading Travis into removing his hat to show off his hair. I can't believe you haven't started balding.